Hello, welcome to a nice cozy spot in my office. I have this weird thing on the weekends. I like to work on the floor, and so here we are at my floor pillow. Got my blanket and my sweatshirt, and I'm just ready to have a nice chill time. I think it makes it feel less like work to me, and so that's why I like it. But anyway, hello, welcome back to the vlog. Today is Sunday, April the 28th, and I am getting myself ready for May. Because May happens in just a few days. So it's already like 5 o'clock, but today had church, went to lunch, ran a few errands, got the groceries, hallelujah, started the laundry, went and sat outside with the pups for like an hour, which was really nice. It's like my favorite thing to do on a beautiful day. It's just to sit outside with the dogs and my notebooks and my books and just like have a nice chill time. It's like my favorite thing in the whole world. So I did that, and then now I am inside ready to get started on some bullet journal setups. So that's kind of where we are right now. I need to do bullet journal setup, weekly setup, that kind of stuff. I do already kind of know my plan for May. I've been working and thinking a lot about things. Recently, in general, I would say I've been working and thinking a lot about things. But especially like this weekend, I put a lot of thought. I wrote a lot of pages in my journals. I looked at a lot of stuff in my businesses. I talked it out with my husband. Like, I've just really been trying to figure out my next steps, essentially. And I think I've figured out tentatively my plan. If I've learned anything last 6.5 years, 7 years, whatever, of business, it is that the plan you start out with is never usually the plan that you end with. So for me, it's always like, make a plan so you know kind of what to do and we can adjust it along the way. So I have a tentative plan moving forward of what I want to accomplish, and some big things that are going to be coming sometime soon-ish for you. So stay tuned. I've got exciting things on the horizon. But for now, my short-term goals are working on, you are panting really loudly. I hope they can't hear you as much as I can hear you. It's really loud, I'm sorry. Short-term goals in the next like month or two. I have a couple of products that are data-backed, data-driven, I've been wanting to do for a while that I'm gonna see if I can knock out for Becca's Music Room. I am working on finishing up some blogs. I've been typing my heart out, and so I've got quite a few blogs. I need to figure out how many I already have so I know how many more I need to write. And then I am getting ready for making an email marketing course for y'all. So that's on my list, that's on my horizon, but it's not a thing that's happening like today. I'll make like the opt-in and the sales page in the next week or two, probably 2 weeks. And then launch probably the second week of June, I think is gonna be my plan. I think this is what I'm after, what we're doing. So that's my tentative timeline for that. I still need to make like a content calendar because I have not had a content calendar in a while and life's been a hot mess. But I came up with like a whole bunch of content ideas for both businesses, Becca's Music Room and all the TPT stuff. And so I have like ideas and I know what I'm working towards, and that is like the biggest thing I can tell you. I have been struggling a lot, especially the last couple months, just kind of feeling like I didn't know what my next steps were and not having a plan. And it's really taken a long time for me to try to figure out where I'm headed. And so I think I know now where I'm headed and what my master plan is, at least tentatively, longer term. So because I have that done, I now have my action items for more of the day-to-day stuff, and that is massive. Like I just feel like I kind of know what's going on. If I'm looking for video ideas, I'm like, oh, I already have ideas that go along with these things that I'm doing. And so like I have just so much more clarity. So I'd highly recommend, if you don't feel clear, to take some time and really like sit and think, grab a notebook, walk yourself through data, walk yourself through things you're concerned about, things that are going well, things that are not going well, and try to find solutions to those problems and try to find like your long-term what you're going after. Because I will say, like, one thing specifically, just a really specific, I really want to make full year long curriculums for music. I get asked all the time if I have full year curriculums, and I don't. And so that's one thing I really would like to do. And in order to do that, I need to make certain types of products that I'm currently not making that many of. And so just knowing that my long term is that, I'm like, okay, I need to start working on like lesson packs and things like that that I can add to that curriculum when I'm ready to make that. And so that's, you know, a very specific example of something that I have had a revelation about. And so I just have a little bit more clarity about what's going on, and I just feel so much better. So seriously, friends, like I've kind of, it's been nagging me, and then last weekend just like me and my journal sitting down and like writing helped a lot, and then kind of stewing on it this week, and then this weekend writing, talking to my husband for we talked in the hot tub for like an hour last night. I was like, I want to do this, I want to do this, what do you think about this, what do you think the price point should be, whatever, you know, like asking him all the questions and trying to get his ideas and my ideas. And I love getting his ideas for business stuff because he is in the business field, not in like the online stuff and not in education. So he has a very different perspective. He understands, like, especially education. He has a music ed degree, but it's really helpful to have that perspective of like the outside, essentially. So all of that to say, I'm gonna do some bullet journaling, and I'm gonna get to it. One thing that I was doing actually just now outside is, here, let me just show you all the things in my stack. And yes, the lighting is terrible, but I am not getting up to fix it. Okay, here's all my things. First of all, I've started reading The Mysterious Affair at Styles by Agatha Christie because I just wanted to read some Agatha Christie books, and I think this is, I don't know if it's the first one or if it's just the first one in the series. I'm not totally sure, but I'm enjoying it. I just wanted some kind of like fun mystery and something that was like a series that I could go through, so that was fun. I'm reading this book, working on copywriting. If you have good copywriting books, leave information down below. It is like already blowing my mind. So excited. I have my bullet journal. I have my notebook, which is already like a quarter full. And I just started it. Like, I have been just writing the heck out of everything because that's how I process things. And then, oh, I need this notebook because I wrote down my May plans for that. This is what I was actually trying to get to, but of course it was all the way at the bottom. This book I talked about last year is by Angie Bellmeyer. It's a workbook, and I went through it last year. It was really helpful, and I decided to pull it back out this year as I'm kind of going through like and thinking through, you know, all these things I want to do. It's more life and less business focused, but it's been really interesting. I went through the first 2 chapters today, and it's really interesting to see my answers from last year and compare them to answers from this year, because it is amazing how much can change in a year. Because last year I was just really down and very, I don't know, everything just felt so chaotic, and I felt really down because I was transferring school. So I was really having a hard time at my current school, or my previous school, and then I got a new job but I hadn't started it, and so it was just like all of the things that I was struggling with then are very different from things I'm struggling with now. So that's kind of nice. Be like, oh good, here, there we go. Oh good, things got better. But it's just really interesting. So going through it now and kind of trying to get through and figure out some stuff. The second time I feel like I don't need all of it necessarily, but yeah, I need like a business version of it. Anyway, I'm gonna get to work now that I've talked to you for 10 minutes. So, bye. Hello, happy Monday. Whew, your girl's worn out. I have like a slightly different schedule every day. Well, I guess 3 days I have the same schedule. The other 3 days I have a slightly different schedule. And today's schedule I just find really, really exhausting. So that's where I'm at. But anyway, I am so glad. You might have watched the first part of this video and been like, oh my gosh, Becca, you didn't do anything this Sunday. You're kind of right. And I am so glad that I didn't do really anything, truly. I feel so, like, I woke up feeling so good and just so rested. Like, I can always tell by which alarm I get up with, if it's, you know, alarm 1 or 3 or oh no, I overslept. And so I was definitely feeling a lot better. Right now I'm kind of tired, but like in general, I just feel so much better. And I feel like my head just feels so much clearer. But yeah, so I'm feeling tired, but feeling good. Here's how yesterday turned out. I am obsessed. And yes, I have many action items for May. I mean, I usually don't get to everything, but that's okay. I'm just like, I'm so obsessed. I'm so obsessed. I'm here for the purple and I'm excited. And I really need to use erasable things for my content calendar because I like wrote the wrong things 8 times. But I really just love the way that it ended up turning out, which makes me happy, which makes me want to use it. I got these new markers I shared when I got them. They're the Pentel Sign Pen Twin Brush. I am obsessed. I have used them. I've like tried them out a little bit, but this was the first time I've like used them. They are so good, like super pigmented. The colors are gorgeous. They just make me so happy. And they're dual brush tips, so they're like a big brush on one side and a small brush on the other side, which is great. I have a giant mess because I decided to film here and I just filmed my coffee chat, which you've already seen because I'm like a month behind. But I now have to move all this stuff back and I really don't want to, but it's fine. Did I do anything else yesterday? No, I basically did that and then I did my weekly plan and then I sat on the couch and, well, I ate and then I colored because that's what I do thing to try to get me off of my phone in the evening instead of like scrolling. I always try to find something I can do, and so I have been coloring because it's fun and I don't have to think hard about it. And I wore this dress today that I got in December and I have never worn, which it's not a December dress anyway, so I don't feel that bad about it. But it's really cute. I got a lot of compliments. I got my dog necklaces on today, and yeah, we have packages. 2 packages. Oh, both from Belk. Okay. I should have Amazon packages. They must not have come yet. Aren't we new? Y'all, our mail comes like super late. Okay. This is the less important one. Let's look at the more important one. So I got a new dress. We're doing family photos with husband's family, and it has been this whole thing And specifically, it's been a whole thing because it was like we were gonna do it one day and then it ended up raining, so we couldn't, so we had to reschedule it. And it's just been like, it's just been kind of a lot. But part of it is that the color palette that was chosen, I was like, I have a lot, like y'all, I have a lot of clothes. I like clothes. I got a lot of clothes. I didn't have anything that matched. It was like light blue, light like sagey green, which I don't really think looks good on me, and like ivory. And it was like, please don't wear any patterns because there's a lot of us, so it's just, you know, kind of overwhelms the picture. And I was like, I don't have anything with this clothes. That's not true. I had one thing that would work, but it was like thin straps, and I didn't want like my arms hanging out, but I also didn't want to wear a sweater because it's gonna be hot. So anyway, that was more information than you needed. All of that to say, I got a new dress. I hope this one works. It looks really big, but it has a tie. It looks really big on camera. It has a tie. Let's do it this way. See if that helps. I wanted something that had sleeves, that was longer, that fit the color palette. So I was really looking for light blue, but I ended up getting this. So I'm gonna try it on. Hopefully that works. We'll see. And then it was gonna be like $10 to ship or $20 for free shipping. So I got a new score. Actually, I have the same one in green and I really like it. So I got it in blue. So that's cute. Didn't need it, but yeah, it's one of those things we will do for free shipping. I need to find out my Amazon packages are. Apparently someone put on the Facebook page for the neighborhood that there was a German Shepherd on the loose. So he was asking if it was mine. Tis not. Tis not. I have not lost any dogs. No, I still, okay. Okay, some things I thought were coming today are coming tomorrow. Okay, well, that's less exciting. I have a fascinator ordered because we're having Mother's Day tea at church on Saturday. And last year, y'all, people do not dress up for my church. So I mean, I came in like a cute floral dress, but like not super fancy. And people came like dressed to the nines. I was not expecting it. Like fascinators, gloves. I was like, where am I? Because you people all wear jeans to church on Sundays. So I don't know, but I was very sad that I missed out on the opportunity to wear a fascinator. So I bought one this year. I also bought one for mom because I gave her the option. I was like, hey, I'm gonna order one. Do you want me to order you one too? She texted me back in all caps, yes. And I was like, great. So those apparently are coming in tomorrow. So we'll see that. Okay, I'm gonna go heat up my food. I am starving. Move all that stuff so husband doesn't come home and be like, what's all this stuff over here? And get ready for choir and finish drinking my coffee. That is the plan. That is my plan for right now. I probably won't try these on until I get home. Okay. Gosh, this is a really chatty vlog. I apologize. Hey, hi, hello, happy Tuesday. Wow, I forgot how exhausting testing is. Oh, we had our first day of state testing. We call it the GMAT here. And yikes, it is rough. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing really going around it. The good thing though is that we have 3 sections of ELA, 2 sections of math, and last year we did the 2 sections of ELA on the same day, and it was miserable for everyone. We were there forever. This year we're doing 1 a day, so we have 1 today, 1 tomorrow, 1 the next day. Friday, 5th grade's doing science, so I'm not sure what everybody else is doing. And then Monday, Tuesday we're doing math, so it's a lot. And then, you know, the schedule's all weird because we're testing all morning and we're testing all morning, and so everyone's thrown off, and then nobody knows where to go or what to do, and I have a really bad headache and I'm not feeling it. So that's where we currently are. But on the bright side, I got my nails done right after school. It feels so good. They were so stinking long. And I actually, last night, this one completely popped off. Like I tried to open a sauce packet and the whole nail just boop. And then this morning that happened with this finger. I was like, what in the world? So today I just had 2 that were like empty, and I had cut them down because they were then, you know, like exposed and broken and stuff. So anyway, that's where we are. Feeling much, much better with my nails situated. As far as the dress I showed you yesterday, I do not like it. I will not link it. I will link this dress if I can find it. It's from Belk. It's really cute. It's just a little like shirt dress kind of situation, but I like that it has, I don't know what we call this, not a real collar. I do like, I had multiple kids ask me today when I started wearing glasses. That was kind of funny. I was like, I always wear glasses, but I usually wear the penguins that blend into my face more. Okay, so packages, something happier. Packages should be happier. I guess yesterday's was not. Okay, we have fascinators. I think the lighting looks really strange. I just did all that and there was definitely a zipper on there. Okay, all right, so this one is mine. It comes, it's gonna need to be fluffed. It has like a clip, and then you can also clip it to the headband. I'll have to play with that later, but it should be like this situation. Like that? Go further forward? I don't know. Probably on the other side, right? Wouldn't it go on the side where I have more hair? Because y'all, I still do the side part because I'm a rebel. Also, not everyone looks good with the middle part. Can we just say it's like that? I'll have to play with it. Okay, there we go. Let's see, I think it goes further up. Right? Like that, maybe? I don't know. I'll have to go back and look at the picture and check it out. So, here's my fascinator. Maybe wearing it completely wrong. We'll find out. Okay. Mom's, first came in a box. Hers is navy. It's like a different shape. And then, yeah. Okay. Hopefully she'll like that. Hi, Lana girl. Let's see if I show. Okay. And then I should have other stuff. This box, not quite as exciting as the fascinator is, but I got new Tupperware. I was down to only 3 like lunch containers, and one of them had a busted lid. So I got these, and I'm excited because now I have 3. My other ones only have like a short and then a long. So that's good. I intentionally did not pack my lunch yet because I wanted to do it in the new ones. And then I got this guy because, okay, so a lot of people use my coffee maker at school. Like, I mean, I let them, they don't like steal it or anything. And so I twice last week went into my room and there was just water everywhere, like all over the table, and I couldn't figure out what was going on. And so the first time, I don't know if they didn't notice or if they just didn't say anything, but like nothing happened. Then the second time they came and told me, they were like, I don't know what happened, but like water came, like got everywhere, and it was different people. And then I was like, I don't know what you're talking about, because like it worked fine on Friday for me. And then yesterday morning I got to school and I went to make a cup of coffee, and literally I pressed the button, it made all the noises and all the water came out in the bottom. I'm not sure where it was coming from, but to be fair, the Keurig was 8 years old. We got it for our wedding shower. So it's like the one I used to use in my house. So I mean, you know, is it that terrible? Probably not. So I got a new one. This one is blue, so it'll match my classroom, so that'll be fun. I guess it doesn't totally match because my classroom is like just the same. Neither here nor there. It's cute, and hopefully it works. Is the most important thing. Literally, I was like, I'm not about to deal with testing and field day and all of these things without a coffee maker. So I immediately ordered a new one. So it's here, so I will take it out to school tomorrow. So those are all very exciting things. My husband should actually be home really soon, so I need to figure out what his plan is, because he was talking about mowing the grass. I don't know if he's going to mow the grass. It kind of looks like it's gonna rain, which is why I think I have a headache, but I don't know. So he'll be home momentarily and I'll see. I don't know what the plan is. I made 2 new bundles this morning. I didn't add any new products, I just added new bundles. Just like bundling things different ways is a really easy way to kind of increase your income, because some people are looking for things, just people look for things different ways. So there's like vertical, where it's like the same activity but gets harder, or this horizontal where it's like the same concept but different activities, or there's other things. So this morning I did a like favorite summer lessons, like end of the year kind of thing, and then I did a like testing bundle, which I should have done like a month ago, but I didn't think about it. So hopefully those will help. I need to make like previews and stuff for that, so I'll probably be working on previews, thumbnails, those kind of things tonight. I really just want to take a bath and eat some ice cream until this headache goes away, but it's really not one of the options on my list, so there we go. Hello, happy Wednesday. We had more testing today, yay. Just need a place to set you down, but tomorrow I get to go on a field trip, so that is exciting. Yesterday didn't go totally as I planned, because husband got home and then he wanted to mow the lawn, which was fine, but we ended up eating dinner later. And what I typically do is I'll work on, when I get home, my kind of options are that oh, this is too high. My kind of options for the afternoon include walk or yoga, which I skipped yesterday because I didn't have time because I got home late. Playing piano, cleaning the house. Those are really the big things. So when I have time in between coming home and going and eating dinner, those are the things I'm doing. when dinner is over, that's typically when I work on my business on the computer. But yesterday what happened is, since we didn't eat until later, it was already like 8:30 by the time I was eating, and so I was like, I'm not gonna pull out my stuff. My rule is I was just like, I'm not gonna pull out my stuff, you know, this late. So instead of working on the bundles like I planned to do, I ended up just scheduling out some things on not Pinterest, on Instagram, which was fine, especially because I got like all the floors vacuumed and I got dinner made, and I made a casserole, so now I have dinner for a night next week, which is great. So like it worked out totally fine, but it's just kind of the way that it shook out. And then this morning I ended up getting some Pinterest pins done because I have been trying to get back in the swing of Pinterest. I haven't been using it quite as much. I'm gonna throw this ball for that doggy. So what I want to talk to you about is productivity. I recently posted a video with like productivity tips, and one thing I shared there that I don't think I've ever shared before is having a default action. And default actions are what you do when you don't have something else to do. So, oh, I have 5 minutes, I'm gonna do this thing that I've already decided on. Or, oh, I finished something early, I'm gonna do this thing that I've already decided on. So I have different default actions depending on the time of the day. So if it's in between getting home and cooking dinner, and I already like did yoga or already did piano, then I will clean the house. And I typically go to vacuuming first, especially if I'm cooking dinner, because I can, you know, be around the kitchen. So that's my default action there, and that helps make sure that the house gets cleaned without, you know, taking tons and tons of time all throughout forever. Default actions can be different. So like sometimes at school it's putting grades in or writing lesson plans. For me right now, it is when I have my computer out, or actually even if I don't, blogging has been a good one because you can type them up on your phone. I just do them in a Google Doc to make life easy. And then Pinterest has been kind of like my secondary one. So if I have a few minutes, I will choose one of those if possible, especially if I like finish something early. So like on Wednesdays, I don't always have something I necessarily need to do just because of how I have things set up in the morning time. So this morning I was like, oh, I have a few minutes, why don't I go ahead and put some pins on Pinterest? And that helped me to, you know, get some stuff out. So just having a default action is really, really helpful for productivity. And then kind of just knowing, like I said, knowing what you expect yourself to do at different times. Like when I'm in between, you know, when I'm in between coming home and dinner, these are the things I'm doing. When it's after dinner time, these are the things I'm doing. I also know that I need to hard stop at like 9:30 or 10. 10's kind of my like, I really have to stop it now because I can't go past 10. Like working wise. So I know that I can't get my stuff out if it's already too late because I don't want to be working past 9:30, and I really can't work past 10. So just having those like parameters and kind of those like time blocks, even if they get messed up, is fine. And then having a plan B. Like yesterday, I was like, I don't have time to pull out my laptop and do all these things, especially because I had a really bad headache. I didn't feel good. All I wanted was to get in the bathtub, which I did. I got in the bathtub, took a really hot, long bath, and read a bunch of stuff, and it was great. But having that plan B of, oh, I can schedule a couple of things on Instagram is really helpful just to have an option. So I'm still moving forward even if it's not necessarily with what I planned, and that's why I like working in the morning, because it's easier to get things done that you plan because the day hasn't happened yet, and so there's just a lot less going on. I should have been standing over here. I didn't realize you could see my really messy desk the whole time. Apologies. I'm gonna play with this dog for a minute, and then I'm going to film a few videos. Do we need to fix the makeup? Probably not. And I got a loquat tree from a teacher at my school, so now I'm gonna have a loquat tree. I'm so excited. Hopefully I don't kill it. All right, I have videos to film, not a lot of time to do it in, but when I film videos, I actually use a separate memory card than this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'll let you go since I gave you some productivity tips, gave you some hopeful inspiration, shared a couple of things with you, and just kind of, you know, day to day, what I've got going on. The biggest thing is just to make sure that you have the most important things covered and that you fit everything else in where you can. And be as consistent as you can. Like last week, or 2 weeks ago, I really did not want to clean the house, and it didn't really need it, but I went ahead and did it anyway because I was like, I need to be consistent. And I was so glad I did, because then last week I was so busy I didn't have time to do it. And it's the same thing with your business. Like, be as consistent as you can, because you're not always going to be able to. And so if you're, you know, consistent and you work ahead a little bit, if you got a week where you can't film anything, or you have a week where you can't do this, like, it doesn't make that big of a difference, because you've already been doing the work and you've been keeping on top of it and keeping ahead of it. So just do what you can. Summer's coming. And I'll see you in the next one.